Close your eyes. Take a slow, gentle breath in and let it go. Tonight, you are not just imagining Paris. You are arriving there. You are allowing your mind to step softly into the version of your life where travel feels natural, where beautiful places welcome you, where your dreams are not far away, but already beginning to unfold. Maybe today your body is resting in your bed, but your imagination is opening a quiet doorway. And on the other side of that doorway, Paris is waiting for you. Not rushed, not loud, not overwhelming. Just soft morning light, warm bread, quiet streets, and the feeling that somehow you belong here. You are safe. You are calm. You are worthy of beautiful experiences. And as you drift deeper into rest, allow yourself to believe something simple. The places you dream about can find their way to you. The life you imagine can slowly become real. And tonight, you begin your second day in Paris. A slow day, a beautiful day. A day that feels like a memory your heart has been waiting to make. The morning begins gently. You wake in a quiet Parisian room where soft curtains move slightly beside an open window. The air is cool and fresh, carrying the faint scent of rain-washed stone, early coffee, and warm pastries from a bakery somewhere down the street. For a moment, you stay still. There is no hurry. The bed is soft beneath you. The sheets are smooth and cool against your skin. A small golden line of sunlight rests across the floor, slowly stretching toward your suitcase, your shoes, your folded clothes waiting for the day. Outside, Paris is waking up. You hear the soft hum of tires rolling over the street below. A bicycle bell rings once, light and silver. Somewhere, a shopkeeper lifts a metal shutter, and the sound echoes gently through the narrow street. You breathe in. This is Paris. This is your morning. You sit up slowly, feeling rested, feeling peaceful. The day ahead is not packed with pressure. It is open and gentle, like a page waiting to be written. You get ready slowly. A comfortable outfit, soft shoes, a light jacket. You look at yourself in the mirror and smile, not because everything in life is perfect, but because this moment feels like proof. Proof that you are allowed to want more. Proof that beauty can be part of your life. Proof that your dreams deserve space. Soon, you step outside. The street is quiet, brushed with morning light. The buildings rise around you in warm shades of cream and beige, with iron balconies holding small plants, folded cafe chairs, and little signs of lives being lived above the city. The pavement feels slightly cool beneath your feet. There are tiny puddles near the curb, reflecting pieces of sky and windows and passing clouds. You walk slowly toward a nearby cafe. It is small and charming, with round tables outside and dark wicker chairs facing the street. A few people are already seated, sipping coffee, reading newspapers, speaking softly. You choose a little table near the window. The chair makes a quiet sound as you sit. A waiter greets you with a gentle smile. Soon, a small cup of coffee is placed in front of you, rich and dark, with a little saucer beneath it. Beside it, A warm croissant rests on a white plate, golden and delicate, its flaky layers catching the morning light. You wrap your hands around the cup. The warmth moves into your fingers. You lift it closer and breathe in the deep scent of coffee, earthy, comforting, slightly bitter in the best way. Then you tear a small piece from the croissant. It crackles softly between your fingers. The outside is crisp and buttery. The inside is tender and warm. As you taste it, there is that simple joy of being exactly where you hoped to be. No dramatic moment, no big announcement, just you, in Paris, on a quiet morning, eating a croissant at a small cafe. And somehow, it feels like magic. You watch the city move around you. You do not leave the cafe quickly. You allow yourself to stay. The city continues moving around you, but you are not pulled into its speed. You are simply sitting there, wrapped in the quiet luxury of an ordinary Paris morning. A spoon touches porcelain with a soft little sound. The waiter moves between tables, carrying cups of coffee and small glasses of water. A woman at the next table turns the page of her book. The paper makes the faintest whisper. Across the street, a bakery door opens and closes, and each time it opens, another wave of warm butter, sugar, and fresh bread drifts into the morning air. You take another small bite of your croissant. Tiny flakes fall onto the plate. You smile softly at the mess of it, at the sweetness of it, at the fact that this small, imperfect moment feels more real than anything polished or planned. This is what you came for. Not just the landmarks, not just the photos, but the feeling. The feeling of being unhurried. The feeling of sitting in a city you once only imagined. The feeling of watching your dream become ordinary in the most beautiful way. You take out your phone, but you do not scroll. You only take one quiet photo. The coffee, the croissant, the little table, the Paris street beyond it. A tiny proof that you were here. Then you place the phone away again, because this moment does not need to be captured to be real. You let it enter you slowly, through your breath, through your senses, through the warmth of the cup in your hands, through the soft gold of the morning light, through the quiet knowing that your life can hold more beauty than you once allowed yourself to believe. A woman walks by carrying flowers wrapped in brown paper. A man in a navy coat pauses to greet someone across the street. A child holds a parent's hand, skipping over the lines in the pavement. Everything feels ordinary and beautiful at the same time. You take another sip of coffee, and silently you tell yourself, I am open to receiving beautiful experiences. I am open to seeing the world. I am open to becoming the person who lives the life I imagine. The morning continues softly. After breakfast, you begin walking toward the river. The streets guide you gently, one corner at a time. Paris reveals itself slowly, not all at once, but in little details. A bakery window filled with powdered pastries. A bookstore with old covers stacked unevenly. A flower shop where roses, peonies, and lavender spill out onto the sidewalk. You pass a small market stand where fruit is arranged like jewels, oranges glowing warmly, strawberries bright and sweet, green pears resting in soft piles. The scent of fresh bread follows you from one street to another. Somewhere nearby, butter melts on a hot pan. Someone is making crepes. You hear French voices around you, soft and musical, rising and falling like the city has its own rhythm. You do not need to understand every word. You understand the feeling of being here, the feeling of wandering, the feeling of having nowhere urgent to be. Soon the street opens, and the Seine appears before you. The river moves slowly under the morning sky, its surface shining with silver-blue light. The water carries reflections of bridges, trees, buildings, and clouds. You pause at the railing. The metal feels cool beneath your hand. A soft breeze moves across the river and touches your face. It smells faintly of water, stone, leaves, and city air. You watch a boat drift by, quiet and unhurried. A few people sit inside, wrapped in jackets, looking out at the same Paris you are seeing. Across the river, the buildings stand elegant and calm, their windows catching sunlight. You begin walking along the Seine. As you walk beside the Seine, your steps become slower. There is something about the river that teaches you not to rush. The water does not ask permission to move. It does not question whether it is worthy of reaching the sea. It simply flows. You watch the surface shift and shimmer, silver one moment, blue the next, then gold where the sunlight touches it. A leaf floats past you, turning slowly in the current. A boat glides beneath one of the bridges, leaving soft ripples behind. You hear the low murmur of people walking above you, the faint echo of footsteps on stone, the distant sound of a camera shutter, the flutter of pigeons lifting from the embankment. You pass an older couple sitting quietly on a bench. They are not talking. They are simply watching the river together. And somehow, that feels beautiful too. Not every beautiful moment needs words. Some moments are only meant to be felt. You pause near one of the green bookstalls and look through old prints of Paris. Some are faded at the edges, as though they have been touched by many hands and many lives. You find a small image of the Eiffel Tower under a moonlit sky. It is simple, a little worn, but something about it pulls you in. You imagine taking it home one day, placing it somewhere you will see it often, and remembering this feeling. The feeling of being close to your dream. The feeling of being trusted by your own future. The feeling of walking gently toward the life you want. You continue along the river, letting Paris unfold slowly beside you. Stone walls, iron railings, soft clouds, quiet bridges. A city that feels both grand and intimate, as if it was built for millions of people, but somehow, in this moment, it is speaking only to you. Step by step, breath by breath. There are green bookstalls along the riverbank, their lids open like treasure boxes. Inside are old prints, postcards, vintage maps, small books, and paintings of Paris in soft colors. You stop at one stall and run your eyes over the postcards. The Eiffel Tower at sunset, a quiet street in Montmartre, Notre Dame beneath a cloudy sky, a cafe at night with golden lights glowing inside. You choose one postcard. Maybe you will keep it. Maybe you will write a note to your future self. A small reminder that this dream is allowed, that you are allowed to want this, that your life can hold moments like this. You continue walking. The sound of the city stays gentle around you. Footsteps, distant traffic, the murmur of people, the soft rustle of leaves in the trees beside the river. The morning light grows warmer. You cross a bridge slowly, pausing halfway to look down at the water. The river keeps moving. It does not rush. It simply flows. And maybe, for a moment, you let that feeling settle into your own body. You do not have to force everything. You do not have to solve everything tonight. You can flow. You can trust. You can rest. The city will still be here. Your dreams will still be waiting. Your path can unfold, one gentle step at a time. By late morning, you make your way toward Montmartre. The streets begin to rise. The buildings feel a little more village-like here, with narrow lanes, small staircases, ivy-covered walls, and cafes tucked into corners. Montmartre has a different feeling, more artistic, more playful, more like a secret kept above the city. You climb slowly, taking your time. Montmartre asks you to slow down again. The streets are not straight and simple here. They curve, they rise, they turn unexpectedly, leading you past ivy-covered walls, tiny staircases, painted shutters, and cafes with chairs tucked closely together. Every corner feels like it might reveal a painting, or a song, or a memory you have not lived yet. You climb one step at a time. There is no need to be graceful, no need to be fast. You simply climb. Your breathing deepens slightly, and you feel your body working in a gentle way. Your legs carry you upward. Your heart beats steadily. Your hands brush lightly against the railing when the steps grow steeper. And with each step, the city drops lower behind you. Paris begins to widen. Rooftops stretch into the distance. Chimneys rise like little marks against the sky. Windows catch the light. Somewhere below, someone is starting lunch. Somewhere else, someone is opening a bottle of wine. Somewhere, someone is writing, painting, cleaning, laughing, waiting, dreaming. And here you are, part of it, not watching Paris from far away, not wishing from another life. Here, now. You reach the top and allow yourself to pause. The white domes of Sacré-Cœur glow above you, calm and steady. You do not need to rush inside. You do not need to do everything. You are allowed to simply stand here and receive the moment. The wind moves softly across the steps. A musician plays in the distance. People sit shoulder to shoulder, looking out over the city. You find a place to sit too. For a few minutes, you say nothing, even inside your mind. You only look. You let Paris be wide. You let your life feel wide too. You let yourself imagine that more is possible. More travel, more confidence, more softness, more creative courage, more mornings where you wake up and feel excited to be alive. The steps are worn and old beneath your feet. Each one carries the memory of countless people who have walked here before. Artists, dreamers, musicians, travelers, lovers, locals carrying groceries, children running home. You are part of that quiet movement now. You pause to breathe. Behind you, Paris begins to spread out in the distance. Soft rooftops, chimneys, cream-colored buildings, tiny windows. A city that seems endless and intimate at the same time. You keep going. At the top, the white domes of Sacré-Cœur rise against the sky, glowing softly in the daylight. The stone looks peaceful and bright, almost like it is made from moonlight. You stand for a moment and take it in. The basilica, the steps, the wide view of Paris below. People sit quietly on the grass and steps, some talking, some taking photos, some simply looking out at the city. You find a quiet place to sit. The stone beneath you is cool and steady. The breeze is a little stronger up here, moving gently through your hair, brushing against your jacket, carrying distant sounds from below. You look out over Paris, and for a few peaceful moments, you allow yourself to feel proud. Proud of every version of you that kept dreaming. Proud of the version of you that did not give up. Proud of the quiet part of you that always believed there could be more. You breathe in. You breathe out. The city stretches below you like a promise. After a while, you begin wandering through the nearby streets. Artists sit in the square with easels and paints, sketching faces, buildings, flowers, little scenes of Paris. Brushes move lightly over canvas. Pencils scratch softly against paper. There is the scent of paint, coffee, and warm sugar in the air. A cafe nearby is serving crepes. You follow the sweet smell. Soon, you are seated at a small table again, this time in Montmartre, with a warm crepe folded neatly on a plate. Perhaps it is filled with Nutella, or strawberries, or simple sugar and butter. You take a bite. It is soft, warm, and sweet. The edges are slightly crisp. The filling melts gently. You eat slowly, watching the square, letting the moment be enough. No multitasking, no scrolling, no rushing. Just taste, sound, light, presence. This is the kind of life you are calling in. Not perfect, not impossible. Just more moments where you feel awake inside your own life. More beauty, more wonder, more softness. More proof that your dreams are not silly. They are signals. They are invitations. After lunch, the day turns quieter. You walk down from Montmartre slowly, taking a different route, letting the streets surprise you. A small pink building catches your eye. A blue door. A window full of plants. A cat resting in a patch of sun. You pass a bakery and decide to step inside. The bell above the door rings softly. Inside, it is warm. The glass case is filled with delicate pastries, eclairs, fruit tarts, macarons, madeleines, and little cakes dusted with sugar. The scent is heavenly. Butter, vanilla, chocolate, almond, warm dough. You choose something small for later. A little box is folded around it carefully, tied or tucked with simple elegance. You hold it in your hands as you step back outside. It feels like carrying a small gift from the city. The afternoon invites you to slow down even more. You make your way toward the gardens. Maybe it is the Tuileries. Maybe it is Luxembourg Gardens. A place where trees line the paths, fountains shimmer, and chairs wait quietly beneath the open sky. You enter the garden and feel the ground change beneath your feet. The path is softer here. The sounds are softer too. Leaves moving, birds calling, children laughing somewhere far away, water trickling in a fountain. You choose one of the green chairs near the water and sit down. The chair is cool at first, then comfortable. You lean back. The sky above Paris is pale and calm, with clouds drifting slowly. Around you, people are resting in their own little worlds. Someone reads a book. Someone closes their eyes. Someone writes in a notebook. Someone simply watches the fountain. You open your small bakery box. Inside is your pastry. You take a slow bite and let the sweetness dissolve. There is no guilt here, no pressure, just enjoyment, just enough. A soft breeze carries the scent of grass, leaves, and distant coffee. You let your shoulders relax. Your jaw softens. Your hands rest easily. For a moment, this is all there is. A garden chair, a Paris afternoon, a sweet pastry, a quiet heart. And maybe, as you sit there, you imagine your future self. The version of you who travels more. The version of you who creates more. The version of you who trusts herself more. The version of you who no longer asks, "Can this happen for me?" Because she knows. She knows life can expand. She knows dreams can become plans. She knows plans can become tickets, suitcases, photos, memories, and mornings just like this one. You breathe gently, and you let that future version come closer. Not with pressure, not with desperation, but with calm belief. I am becoming her. I am becoming the person who receives this life. I am becoming comfortable with beauty, ease, travel, and joy. The afternoon slowly fades toward evening. The light changes. Paris becomes golden. Buildings glow at the edges. Windows reflect the low sun. The air feels softer, warmer, quieter. You begin walking again, returning toward the river. The city is different now. Morning Paris was fresh and bright. Evening Paris is romantic and glowing. Cafes are fuller. Candles appear on tables. Wine glasses catch the light. The smell of dinner begins to drift through the streets. Garlic, herbs, roasted vegetables, warm bread, sauces simmering in small kitchens. You hear the clink of cutlery, the low hum of conversations, a laugh from a table near the window. You choose a cozy little restaurant for dinner. Inside, the lighting is dim and golden. The table is small. The napkin is soft in your lap. The menu feels slightly textured beneath your fingers. You order something comforting. Maybe a bowl of French onion soup, rich and warm, with melted cheese and toasted bread. Maybe a simple pasta. Maybe roasted chicken with potatoes. Maybe a fresh salad with goat cheese and walnuts. Whatever it is, it arrives beautifully. Steam rises gently. The first bite is warm and satisfying. You eat slowly. You taste every flavor. You let yourself enjoy being taken care of by the moment. Outside the window, the evening deepens. People pass by in coats and scarves. A couple pauses under a street lamp. A waiter adjusts chairs on the terrace. The city glows. After dinner, you step back outside. The sky is now a deep blue. Not fully black yet. That magical color between day and night. The streetlights are on. Their reflections stretch across the pavement. You begin walking toward the Eiffel Tower. As night deepens, the Eiffel Tower becomes brighter. The sky behind it turns from blue to indigo, then nearly black. The tower's golden light looks even warmer now, like a lantern held up for the whole city. You walk closer, but slowly. You want to remember this. The coolness in the air. The sound of shoes on the path. The quiet excitement of people gathering without needing to say why. Everyone knows what they are waiting for. That little moment of magic. That sudden sparkle. You find a place to sit where the view is clear. Maybe you sit on a bench. Maybe on the grass. Maybe near the river, where the tower reflects in soft, broken gold across the water. You wrap your arms gently around yourself, not because you are lonely, but because you are here with yourself, the version of you who dreamed this, the version of you who doubted it, the version of you who kept going anyway. You think about all the nights you wanted something more, all the times you wondered if life would ever feel different, all the times you imagined travel not as an escape, but as a return to something inside you. And now, in this quiet visualization, you let yourself receive it. No guilt, no apology, no shrinking. You are allowed to want beauty. You are allowed to want joy. You are allowed to want a life that feels bigger than survival. You look up at the tower, and just before it sparkles, you whisper silently, "I am available for beautiful things. I am available for new memories. I am available for the life I keep seeing in my heart." Not quickly. There is no need. Tonight, Paris is soft. Every step feels like part of a dream. The air is cooler now, and you tuck your hands into your pockets or wrap your jacket closer around you. The city sounds become lower, gentler. Cars pass. Footsteps echo. A street musician plays somewhere nearby, the notes floating into the evening air. You turn a corner, and there it is. The Eiffel Tower, rising above the city, glowing gold against the darkening sky. For a moment, you stop walking. You simply look. It is real, tall, elegant, familiar, and yet somehow more beautiful than you expected. You have seen it in pictures, in movies, in dreams. But now, in this visualization, it is here in front of you, and you are here too. You walk closer. The tower grows larger with every step. The golden lights shimmer gently across its iron structure, making it look almost alive, like the city itself is breathing through it. Around you, people speak softly, take photos, hold hands, sit on benches, or simply stare upward in quiet wonder. You find a peaceful spot with a view, maybe on the grass, maybe by the river, maybe across from the tower where you can see it fully. You sit down. The ground is cool beneath you. The night air touches your face. The Eiffel Tower glows before you. And then, the sparkling begins. Tiny lights flicker all across the tower, thousands of them, bright and delicate, like stars falling through gold. The whole tower shimmers. The people around you gasp softly. Some laugh. Some cheer quietly. Some simply stand still. But you breathe. You let the sparkling lights reflect inside you. You let them remind you that life can still surprise you, that beauty can still find you, that dreams can still unfold in ways you cannot fully predict. You place one hand gently over your heart, and silently you say, "I am ready for the life I keep imagining. I am ready for softness. I am ready for travel. I am ready for wonder. I am ready to receive." The tower sparkles above you. The Seine moves nearby. Paris glows around you. And for this moment, nothing is missing. You do not need to chase the dream. You are inside it. You do not need to prove you deserve it. You already do. You do not need to know every step. You only need to keep walking gently toward the life that calls you. The sparkling slows. The tower returns to its steady golden glow. You sit a little longer. The night wraps around you like velvet. The sounds of the city become softer and farther away. You feel calm, heavy in the best way, peaceful, safe, ready to rest. Soon, you return to your room. The streets are quieter now. The cafe chairs are stacked. The bakery windows are dark. The river keeps moving under the bridges. Paris does not disappear at night. It simply lowers its voice. Back in your room, you remove your shoes. The night feels softer than before. You are tired, but peacefully tired. The kind of tired that comes from walking through beauty all day. The kind of tired that settles into your bones with gratitude. You place your little postcard or print beside the bed, a tiny piece of Paris resting near you. The room is dim. The curtains move slightly. The window is open just enough to let in a thread of cool night air. Somewhere outside, a car passes slowly. Then silence. Then a distant voice. Then silence again. Paris has not disappeared. It is simply sleeping too. You slide beneath the covers. The sheets are cool at first, then warm around you. Your feet relax. Your legs relax. Your hands soften. Your shoulders drop. Your face becomes peaceful. Behind your closed eyes, you still see the day in fragments. Coffee steam rising in the morning. The Seine shining beneath the bridges. Artists in Montmartre. A soft chair in the garden. Golden restaurant light. The Eiffel Tower sparkling like 1,000 small wishes. You do not need to hold on to any of it tightly. You let the images float. You let them blur. You let Paris become dreamlike. And as you drift closer to sleep, you remind yourself gently, I do not have to force my dream life. I can become aligned with it. I can take small steps toward it. I can believe in it before I see all the proof. I can let beauty become normal for me. You breathe in and slowly out. Your body is heavy now. Your mind is quiet. The city glows softly beyond the window. And somewhere deep inside you, a new belief begins to settle. Not loud, not desperate, just steady. Paris is possible. Travel is possible. A softer life is possible. Beautiful things are possible for me. And with that thought, you let yourself drift completely. Into rest. Into peace. Into the quiet golden dream of Paris. Your feet are tired from walking, but it is a good tired. A full day tired. A dream-lived tired. You wash your face. The water is cool. You change into soft clothes. The bed is waiting. The sheets are smooth. The pillow is cool beneath your cheek. Through the window, you can still hear a faint sound of the city. A distant car, a soft laugh, the whisper of night air moving through the street. You close your eyes, and you carry the day with you. The cafe in the morning, the warm croissant, the silver river, the bookstalls, the climb to Montmartre, the view over Paris, the garden chair, the sweet pastry, the golden dinner light, the Eiffel Tower sparkling in the night. All of it lives softly inside you now. A memory from the future. A dream your heart recognizes. A reminder that your life is allowed to become beautiful in new ways. You breathe in slowly and breathe out. Your body sinks deeper into the bed. Your thoughts become softer. Paris fades into dreamlight. And as you drift, You let one final belief rest gently in your heart. What I imagine with love, I can move toward in life. The world is wide. My dreams are welcome. And beautiful journeys are finding their way to me. Rest now. The day is complete. Paris is glowing quietly outside your window. And you are safe. You are calm. You are becoming. And you are already on your way.